talk about the idea of sacrificing stuff in magic. And when you go way, way back, like, the first thing you hear is sacrifice, and people are like, oh my god, no, she's gonna start sacrificing virgins or killing animals. No, 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 no. Although that was a thing people did back in the day. Like, pagans totally did that at some point. But this idea of sacrificing, and I think in some ways, I haven't seen too much stuff on it, but I like this idea of sacrifice, in a sense, to be something palpable. Because you need to give up something. For things to change, for things to move forward, for things to evolve and grow. The caterpillar has to give up being a caterpillar to become a butterfly. He literally becomes a puddle of goo within that little pod of his, and then comes out a butterfly instead. You have to give up that part of yourself to enter the next part of yourself. And I think this applies with magic as well. And I like the idea of using something sacrificial in a way to mark something major, to bring in something better. And it was something at first I steered away from because it felt very on the darker end of things, a little more of the shadowy side. Like, I had to really look at why I value things the way I value them. Why am I so hesitant to give things up? Why am I so protective in this manner? But I recently drew a picture that I was quite astounded with. And it was a cute little couple in a romantic relationship. But I realized really quickly, I was like, oh, I would love to have that. I would love to have what's in this image, this love and care that's in this image. And I was really proud of my rendering skills with it. Like, it was one of those things where I was just free drawing for fun, and that came of it. I was like, oh, anyone else who's ever done this, where they've just created in like kind of free form, and suddenly you create something that's really awesome, you're like, I don't know if I can do that again. And at first I wanted to take a picture of it, or scan it into my computer, do something to maintain it, so when I went back, if something happened to the sketch, I wouldn't lose it. And then I paused, and I thought, what if I didn't do that? What if I didn't take it and put it somewhere else? What if I didn't look at this and go, okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep this and keep a backup copy and another copy and meditate on this image for forever, and hopefully I'll get that? What if instead I just took the image and I burned it in my cauldron? What if I sacrificed this piece of art that I was like, no, this embodies so much of what I want? And what if I gave it all up? I feel like there's some palpability there. There was something there where I was like, oh, I don't want to let this go. There's something odd, but forcing myself to do that seems like something that would be really powerful in the magical realm. And it's something that may be missing from, I think, some of my spells in a way that haven't been successful so far. And this idea of sacrifice, of looking at things in your life and really looking at things you don't want to give up, and knowing that, yeah, I'm going to have to give some things up to get what I actually want. And that's okay. It's okay even to give up something that you don't necessarily want to, or that you feel you're not ready for yet, or, you know, actually pushing yourself to get rid of something and going, well, fuck, if I have to go get it back, I'll have to go buy another one or draw it again and hope for the best, and maybe I won't ever be able to get that exact thing back. But that's okay. The sacrifice is more important. The change is more important. The moving forward is more important than the thing that I'm letting go of. And this concept, especially when it's hard, because I wondered, like, what do caterpillars think when they're going into that? When they're spinning all up into that little cocoon, like, what do they do? Are they, like, just doing it all in instinct? Or is there a part of them going, I have no idea why I'm doing this, and I have no idea what's going to happen, and I'm about to turn into goo, and what if I don't ungoo? Like, is anyone that freaks out like that? They're like, I don't know if I want to give this up. I've been doing all this for so long, and change is scary. Like, as much as I love it and I thrive in it, it still scares me at times, because there's never a guarantee with things, right? Like, it's always a little bit more than that. So what are you gonna do? What are you willing to sacrifice? Will you push yourself to sacrifice in order to make something really magical and wonderful happen? Something I think I'm gonna push myself to do more. Give up more. Give up a little bit more. Just let it go to the universe. Let it go to the wind. And see if something better comes out of it. Anyway, I make new videos every Wednesday, Friday, and now Mondays. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.